Time now for Family Island News.
Member of Parliament for North Abaco, Renato Curry, says there remains untapped potential in the Family Islands. He used his island as an example to showcase the growth taking place and to highlight the possibilities. Our Carla Palmer has more.
Of the House of Assembly this Wednesday, Member of Parliament for North Abaco, the Honourable Renato Curry, proudly boasted of North Abaco's development.
Real property tax, which is really an excise tax in connection to real estate investments, were historically incurred by mostly foreign investors on the Family Islands. That normally falls within this category for taxation. Noticeably, there are large volumes of these types of investments happening in Abaco. Speaker, if you were to take a boat and travel throughout the Abaco and its keys, it will amaze you of the amount of high-end real estate investment that exists.
According to Mr. Curry, second home ownership continues to be big business there, to the extent, he says, that Abaco is becoming commonly referred to as the playground for the rich and famous.
Our island is among the leaders in the second home owners market in the Bahamas, where hundreds of visitors continue to build multi-million-dollar residences in communities like Marsh Harbor, Hope Town, Manawa Key, Guana Key, Green Turtle Key, Treasure Key, and other private Abaco keys. And one investment worth mentioning is that of Baker's Bay on Guana Key, a major development in the Bahamas that continues to attract high-end clientele.
Vibrant industries like lumber, the sugarcane factory, citrus operation, and progressive boat building sector have all assisted in catapulting Abaco on the map of the world as a top destination.
Solely due to progressive industries like boat building, Abaco is deemed the sailing capital of the Bahamas and can boast of its high percentage of repeated visitors, hosting thousands of sailboats and cruising vessels every year, prompting an increase in dockage facilities all over the island.
Still, Mr. Curry says there remains more than enough room for growth there.
I recently did a tour with BAIC representatives on Abaco and discovered we have more than enough land through BAIC to facilitate growth and to re-establish the agriculture and manufacturing sector we once boast. And certainly there is adequate government support made available through the various ministry branches like Bahamas Investment Authority, BAIC, and the Ministry of Financial Services.
With more investors looking to plant seeds in Abaco, the new airport facility to be opening soon, along with a mini hospital and a port facility, Mr. Curry is calling on the government to focus more attention on Family Island development as the potential exists with most, if not all of them. I'm Carla Palmer for ZNS Network News.
Well, it's time for a look at temperatures around the islands. It's warming up, so you should be happy,
Thank
Candino.
God, I know, right? Well, I'm sure we'll get more from Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean, who has the latest temperatures. Basil?
Well, thank you, Keisha and Candino. In our second look at weather, we take a look at temperatures around the Family Islands, and they are brought to you by Bahamas Air. We don't just fly here, we live here. 72 degrees in Freeport, Bimini, 73, 74 on the Berry Islands, 72 in Grand Turtle Key, Abaco, 73 in Marsh Harbor, 75 in Fresh Creek, that's Central Andrews, here in the capital, 75, 74 degrees over in Harbor Island, Rock Sound, Eleuthera, Camp Space, Daniel Key, and Artisan, Cat Island, all at 75 degrees. In San Salvador, 75, and that extends into Rumkey, Cat Island, Long Island, Exuma, Ragged Island, Acklands, and Mayaguana at 76. And then we pick up a couple of 77s, Matthew, Nago, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Boating forecast tonight brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Setter. In the northwest Bahamas tonight, southwest to west winds. They will switch, becoming northwest at 15 to 20 knots. Caution flag up for you boaters. Choppy seas at 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. Low tide takes place at 9:10 tonight. In the central and southeastern parts of the country, light and variable winds, flat seas, 3 feet or less over the ocean. And then tomorrow, for all areas, northwest winds behind that frontal system we'll tell you about later on in the newscast. 12 to 18 knots wind speeds, wave heights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate sharp. Low tide will take place at 10:07 in the morning with a high tide at 4:04 in the afternoon. In the central and southeastern islands on Friday, northerly winds. This is in the northwest Bahamas, 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. Low tide takes place at 11:06 in the morning with your high tide at 5:05 in the afternoon. In the central and southeastern islands, that northerly flow will persist as well, a little less, 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your travel forecast. And your travel forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your travel forecast, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your 5-day forecast is still ahead.
Welcome to Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. There may be more caffeine in your diet than you realize. Even if you avoid coffee, caffeine can still be present in many of your favorite soft drinks, energy drinks, or desserts. As a healthy adult, you should not consume more than 500 milligrams of caffeine each day. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that adolescents get no more than 100 milligrams of caffeine a day. Younger children shouldn't drink caffeinated beverages on a regular basis. Pay attention to the amount of caffeine you take each day and think about healthy alternatives for the energy boost you need from caffeine. Try herbal teas, fresh fruits like apples, bananas, and nuts like fresh roasted peanuts, almonds, Brazil nuts, or cashews. This has been Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. Live your best life by living well.
Student, find out why it was so special to him coming up. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.